You're not bad with money, but your brain is quietly making you poorer every day, whether you realize it or not. Not because you're irresponsible, but because money triggers psychological shortcuts that were never designed to make you wealthy. Banks, advertisers, and billion-dollar companies understand this better than you do, and they use it constantly. In this video, I'm breaking down 10 research-backed psychological tricks that flip those same forces in your favor. These aren't motivation tips. They're mental switches, and once you see them, you can't unsee them. I'm breaking down 10 psychological tricks that help you financially, all backed by real research. No get-rich-quick nonsense. No motivation speeches. Just practical psychology you can actually use. Pay yourself first. The power of defaults. Let's start with one of the most important concepts in behavioral economics. Humans follow defaults. Whatever happens automatically, we tend to accept as normal. This was proven in a famous set of studies around 401k plans in the US. When companies required employees to opt in to retirement plans, participation was low. When they switched it so employees were automatically enrolled and had to opt out, participation exploded. Same people, same salaries, different default. That tells us something important. Most people don't fail to save because they don't want to. They fail because saving isn't automatic. So here's the psychological trick. You don't save what's left over. You save first. When money hits your account and a chunk immediately disappears into savings or investments, your brain recalibrates. Whatever remains becomes your new normal. People worry this will feel restrictive. It usually feels uncomfortable for about 2 weeks. Then it just feels normal. Your lifestyle adjusts faster than you expect. Real example, 2 people make the same income. One waits to save. The other auto-saves 10%. 5 years later, the second person often has tens of thousands more, not because they tried harder, but because they removed choice from the equation. Action. Set up automatic transfers the same day your paycheck arrives. Treat savings like a non-negotiable bill. Use mental accounting intentionally. Your brain already categorizes money. You just don't realize it. You probably treat a tax refund differently than regular income. Or you might splurge with a bonus even if you wouldn't spend that much normally. That's mental accounting. Richard Thaler showed that people don't see money as one big pool. We assign meaning to it, and that meaning drives behavior. The mistake most people make is leaving those categories vague. When money sits in one big checking account, it feels flexible, and flexible money gets spent. The psychological trick is to give every dollar a job before temptation shows up. Separate accounts aren't about complexity. They're about clarity. When your rent money lives in one account and your fund money lives in another, crossing that line feels wrong, even if the total amount is technically available. That emotional resistance is powerful. Practical setup. One account for fixed bills, one for daily spending, one for emergency savings, one for long-term investing. Even better if they're at different banks. Action. Rename your accounts inside your banking app. Savings is weak. Emergency do not touch works better. Add friction to spending, the pain of paying. Spending money used to hurt. Physically, when people paid with cash, their brain experienced a small amount of pain. Researchers call this the pain of paying. Credit cards remove that pain. Studies using MRI scans show that card payments reduce activation in pain centers of the brain. That's why people spend more with cards than cash, even when they're financially responsible. So here's the trick. Don't try to rely on willpower. Add friction. Small obstacles dramatically reduce impulse spending. Not huge ones, small ones. Examples. Remove saved cards from Amazon. Delete shopping apps from your phone. Require Face ID or passwords for purchases. Wait 24 hours before buying non-essentials. That pause gives your rational brain time to step in. Most impulse buys don't survive a delay. Action. Create a personal rule. If I didn't plan it, I wait one day. Anchor your lifestyle below your income. Anchoring is one of the strongest cognitive biases humans have. The first number we attach to something becomes our reference point. This is why lifestyle inflation is so dangerous. When income goes up, spending quickly follows. New car, better apartment, more subscriptions, nicer vacations. The brain anchors to the new lifestyle and treats it as baseline. The trick is to delay anchoring. When your income increases, pretend it didn't, at least for a while. 6 months is ideal. During that time, increase savings and investments instead of lifestyle. Once your brain adapts to seeing higher balances, then decide what upgrades actually matter. People who do this don't feel deprived. They feel secure. Action. Every raise or bonus triggers an automatic savings increase before anything else changes. Reframe saving as avoiding future pain, loss aversion. Humans hate losses more than they enjoy gains. This is called loss aversion. Losing $100 feels worse than gaining $100 feels good. Most people frame saving as giving something up today. That framing makes saving feel painful. The psychological trick is to flip the frame. Saving isn't about missing out. It's about preventing future stress, debt, and regret. You're not sacrificing dinner out. You're avoiding panic when your car breaks down. Language matters more than people realize. Action. Rename your savings goals in a way that highlights what you're avoiding, not what you're giving up. Build identity-based money habits. Here's a hard truth. Goals don't drive behavior. Identity does. People break goals all the time, but they protect their identity. If someone sees themselves as bad with money, they'll unconsciously prove it true. The trick is to choose a new identity and act in small ways that reinforce it. Instead of, I'm trying to save, say, I'm someone who doesn't carry consumer debt. I'm someone who invests consistently. Each small action becomes evidence. Action. Write one sentence that defines who you are financially. Read it before major money decisions. Make future you feel real. Your brain treats future you like a stranger. That's not an insult. It's neuroscience. Brain scans show reduced emotional connection when people think about themselves decades from now. That's why retirement feels abstract. The trick is to humanize future you. Give them details. Where do they live? What do they worry about? What do they thank you for? When future you feels real, saving feels meaningful. Action. Write a letter from your future self thanking you for one financial habit you're building today. Remove daily money decision fatigue. Every decision drains mental energy. By the end of the day, willpower is low. That's when people overspend. The trick isn't to be stronger. It's to decide less. Automate everything you can. Rules beat choices. Examples. Fixed grocery budget, automatic investments, no spend weekdays. Action. Find one repeated money decision and turn it into a rule this week. Change your definition of normal social proof. Humans copy what feels normal. If everyone around you is upgrading cars and flexing online, restraint feels weird. The trick is to control your inputs. What you see shapes what you want. This isn't about isolation. It's about intentional exposure. Action. Unfollow accounts that push constant consumption. Follow people who build, save, and invest. Delay gratification just long enough. Delayed gratification doesn't mean never enjoying life. It means pausing. Most wants fade. The 30-day list works because emotion cools down. What's left is clarity. Action. Create a want list. By guilt-free only after the delay. Outro. Putting it all together. None of these tricks require more income. They work because they respect human psychology. You don't win money by being perfect. You win by building systems that make the right choice easier than the wrong one. Pick 1 or 2 ideas. Apply them consistently. That's how financial change actually happens. If this video helped you like it, subscribe if you want more research-based money content without the hype. Your future self is counting on what you do next.